Baba Vanga is one of the most mysterious personalities in the world. She was born in Bulgaria in 1911 and lived through the 20th century, making predictions and prophecies about the future, so much that she was referred to as the Nostradamus of the Balkans. Throughout her life, she made a lot of prophecies after she had an accident in which she lost her eyesight. The way she lost her eyesight itself is a mystery. It was on a day where her village was struck with a huge storm. It was under that tornado where she lost her eyesight, and after that she became a blind mystic and a clairvoyant and started hearing voices which told her what the events in the future would occur. Some of the most famous predictions that she made was World War II and the consequences of the war, the attack on the Twin Towers, 9/11 attacks, the 2004 Asian tsunami, the assassination of Indira Gandhi, the rise of ISIS terrorists, and throughout her life she constantly mentioned that she has been hearing voices from unknown creatures or people. She has never been able to tell further about her predictions. Most of her predictions were not written down, it was just word of mouth. She became very famous after her predictions and prophecies slowly started coming true, so much that there is an entire Russian crew whose general mission is based on seeing whether or not her predictions will come true. One such incident was when she mentioned that America's twin brothers will be taken down by a flying machine. What she refers to here is the destruction of the Twin Towers, the 9/11 attacks. Recently, I made a video on Nostradamus and his predictions for 2020. The video's link, I'll give it above. I'll also mention it below. In today's video, we are going to see about Baba Vanga's prediction for 2020 or about that time period. The number one prediction is that European continent will cease to exist. Now what she refers here doesn't mean that the continent will go disappearing or get destroyed. What she could possibly mean here is Brexit, British's exit from the European Union. She also mentions that this particular incident will cost Europe a lot of economical and political problem. Anything do we have to attest this prediction? There are a lot of things, a lot of chaos happening in Europe's politics right now. The number two on the list is terrorists and extremists who belong to a particular religion will attack Europe. This is something that we have to wait and watch, and this is the same prediction that Nostradamus shares as well. We do not know how true this is. She mentions that a great religious war will start from Syria and Europe will be troubled a lot because of that. Number three on the list is USA's 45th president. Yes, it's Donald Trump. She states that Donald Trump of America will be attacked by an unknown disease, something which has never been recognized before, and he will develop a brain tumor after being attacked by this unknown disease from an unknown source, or it can even make him go deaf. And number four on the list is Russia's Putin. She has stated that Vladimir Putin of Russia and his life will be under serious threat, and there are high chances that he will be tried to assassinated or be assassinated by his own security guard. Even the tiniest of glitch or mistakes in his security council will put his life under threat. The number five prediction is she mentions that we'll find a new energy source, a source which will be out of this planet, something extraterrestrial which will be a replacement to coal and petroleum. She also states that a new virus will be found, and this virus will inflict a lot of damage on the world population. Well, that seems like anything for the subcontinent. Well, she has not mentioned anything in specific for India, but for China and Pakistan, where she has mentioned that they will face huge waves. It could be tsunami is what she is referring to, and it will inflict a lot of damage to life and property. And that's it for her predictions for 2020 and around that time period. And not to mention that most of these predictions are negative. Future predictions are generally negative because they try to warn the future generation so they can stop them. a lot of critics were not satisfied with her predictions because some of them didn't even come close to coming true. They were way off the mark. For example, from 2014 to 2019, she predicted that we'll have a World War III, which did not happen. So as much as they can come true, they might not. Anyway, she has an 85% record of her predictions coming true. So I'd be surprised, just like you, if any of the above mentions come true. Because most of her prophecies and predictions were not written down, it was not documented, it was just spread through word of mouth. So it could be easily mistranslated or misunderstood. But there's an entire crew in Russia, as I mentioned earlier, whose only mission is to find if her predictions are true or not. So this is someone who cannot be taken lightly. So I leave this completely to your judgment, and that's it for today's video. Please do the official honors of the YouTube, and until I see you again, stay tuned, stay confused, and take care.
I'ma take it.